It's a calling. Who else would choose to wake up early in the morning, tear up their hands working in the fields all day, and then spend the evening planning how they're tomorrow? Day after day. Season after season. Year after year. That's a calling that's never ending. It stretches far forward and back from us as long as farmers have been tending this earth. And farmers will be around as long as such a thing exists. Tomorrow is secured by those willing to dirty their hands today. So when you feel alone out there in the field, just remember, you're not. Think about all those that have come before you. And all those that'll follow. Plant today. Harvest tomorrow.
Alright guys, so great. Well, I might as well say yesterday, because it's about to be midnight, but so I didn't really drive much. We're gonna get up in the morning, drive about 6 hours down the road, call it quits, and then I'll probably be live again, but figure I'd get on for an hour or two, play a little bit of farming simulator, work on something me and my wife's been doing, and see what I can get done, and then probably try and go back to sleep, but figured if I'm going to play, I might as well go live, so here we are. We'll see what we can get done within the next hour or so, and then, yeah. But I know in the game, me and my wife been working on my farm. We're trying to move some stuff around, flatten out the land a little bit. Let me change the settings real quick in just a second. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's in my headset. There we go. Sorry, I forgot it's in my headset, not on my phone. I need to get all this stuff moved around. We got everything just thrown over here right now where we've been working. Alright, so what do I need to get done here? We're working on trying to get all this leveled out because everything's all screwed up over here. As you can tell, it's all hilled out, and every time we place something, it makes more hills. So we've been slowly working on leveling out all our fields through here, and then we're painting the fields to make them look different. But we're actually going to take this farm and actually move it down there. And then this over here is going to be one farm, and then the next part's going to be a farm also. So right now we're in the process of moving all the animals, tearing down the buildings, moving the stuff over somewhere else. And then we're going to level all this out just like that side. And then we're going to level out this other field, and that'll be it. So all of this is going to be flattened out to the same as that over there. We got a lot to do. And unfortunately, because it cost a shit ton of money to be able to do this, we're taking the government subsidy signs, technically cheating. But I've got wrote down how much we had to start with, which was like 12,300,000 and something. I've got it wrote down. And so when we're done getting all this flattened out, we're going to put our money back where it was, and we're not going to gain or lose anything from trying to flatten this out. But without flattening it out, it's just way too rough and messed up, as you can see, because we tried to straighten this as much as we could, and it just does not want to straighten, so it's just like causing to where we can't really even use our buildings that easily. If you come over here, you'll see, I think this is still messed up. I got it somewhat flattened, but as you can see, it just drops little holes everywhere. And then over here, you see how bad it got right here, just from putting this barn in. So that's why we're trying to flatten everything out, get it fixed up. And yeah, that's what we're working on right now. Seeing what we can do. And then, of course, putting this in, done another bad slope. So that's why we're trying to get rid of everything and redo everything. We don't have anything in the silos or anything yet. We've got stuff in this barn, which we're going to take out and move. So we'll get it moved, and then we'll tear that barn down. And yeah, we're just going to work on getting everything moved around, and that's where we're at. So let's get to it. Let's see, did I get I know I can't get everything out of here for some reason. For some reason, I can't pick all this right here up. I've tried with a bucket and everything, and it will not let me load it for some reason. I've tried going to the things here, but unfortunately, that's not one you can pick up stuff from. This here, as far as I know, there's no milk in this, so this ain't gonna work. But I was gonna do something else. What was it? Hold on. And then this back here, slowly working on it. It's just taking time. Still got a lot to do back here, but yeah, I'll go ahead and show you while I'm over here. But right here was all trees, and when I tried to flatten that out, for some reason, none of this would flatten out because of the trees. So we're slowly cutting down the trees over time, and then flattening all this out too. Same with over there. We're going to do the same thing over there with what we can. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to remove these bushes, so they're going to be floating in the air, but yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. So we're going to be having this back here for a little while. We got all this over here cleaned up. I figured I'd go back to about where this grass is and no further, even though I can go further with it. There's a tree here I haven't got out of here. We'll have to get that out later. But yeah, so that's what we're working on. And unfortunately, we're going to have a lot more trees going that way also. But, you know, it's not a big deal. I'm more worried about what's over here than what's back there. So, alright, so now I need to look. I need a tanker. I think all of our tankers have water and stuff like that in them. Or no, wait, I got one emptied out. Let's see, where is it at? I remember I got one emptied, just for the milk. Alright, this is it. Yeah, the reason it's against my building right here, I kind of fell asleep the other night playing with my wife, and kind of got in a wreck. Simple as that. We had this full of water, and for some reason it wouldn't let us empty the water. So finally I came up with the idea of emptying it into that thing there, and apparently she left her tractor sitting there for some reason. Whoop, we went a little too far. This is my wife's semi-truck, just so you know. Mine's down at the bottom of the hill over there. We were moving animals out, so. Alright. Now we'll take this over there and we'll get the milk out of the one barn there that we've got. from where we have regular cows and then we have meat cows that we're gonna sell when they reach maturity. But we gotta work on them. We kind of abandoned them for a while there, so it's gonna take a little time before we can do all that. And yes, I don't have a way to get through there, so I just drive through. As you can see how bad this actually is coming up through here, and that's why we're wanting to change it. But you can barely drive in this mess. So that's why we're wanting to flatten everything out and level it out. That way we can actually have it flat and not messed up like that. I gotta figure out how I get the milk out of this. That one, right? There is milk in this, right? Milk. Yeah, milk. It's full. It's got a lot of milk. So I just gotta figure out how to get the milk out. I've never messed with the barns before. Never had a farm, honestly. I've always just done plowing and stuff like that. I bet I have to go to that side. Okay, let's try that. Let's go around. So that's what I'm talking about. With a little tiny hill like that, I gotta get a little speed to get over it. That's why we're trying to just move everything. There we go. That's what it was. Alright. So now we're filling up with milk. Probably gonna have to make more than one trip. I don't know if I have a place to sell the milk, so I'll have to just go to one of their places. Actually, I wonder. I don't think I can, but I'm gonna go over there and see. I don't remember if I made that for milk or not. No, that's for grapes and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna have to take this somewhere else. So I can stop here. Gonna pause for a second. Go down to milk. There's milk in here, right? Am I just overlooking milk? Oh, there it is. Found it. So we're gonna have to make like 2 or 3 trips, it looks like. 659, 684, 686. We'll just go here and see if it'll let us do it. So we'll tag it. Where's it at? Yeah, I think I know where we're going already. See what I mean by how bad it is? Yes, that's how I would make that turn in real life. And for some reason, because this is based somewhere overseas, I have to drive on the left side there instead of the right side where I would be in normal life. Which confuses me, but I've gotten used to it now. Now, I won't deny I do cut through fields, but it's hardly ever. It's only whenever I'm like having to go really far. But somewhere like this, I'll just drive like normal. Only because I can't use mirrors here, we're gonna do this a little bit different. If it had actual mirrors that worked for this, I would use the mirrors back, only because it's more realistic for me. This game, unfortunately, does not have the ability for that. Alright, now we're making money. Yeah, we've got a little while before we can do what we want to plant right now. So we're not really focusing on planting right now. We're focused on trying to get our farm the way we want it. But, yeah, my wife would be killing me right now if she knew I was using her truck, but she'll get over it. Just so y'all are aware, I know it looks like I'm driving on the side of the road, but I promise I'm not. Now I probably am, because I hit the thing by accident, but you know what? We're not going to worry about that. I've just done that to show y'all that I can drive right. Go around the same way we did earlier. Yeah, we don't have those buttons in my truck. My truck looks a little bit different than this one, but it's close. I wish I had that side window. We do have the fridge. I do have that drawer right there. My clipboard tray is on this side of my truck. I do have that gap there. My microwave is right there, which my microwave is actually in the cabinet above where that is. Mine has a cabinet right above it where that big spot is there. And then where the microwave is right there is where my printer is. I do have a speaker there on both sides. I do have a cabinet there on both sides. My cabinet goes up to where the little square is though, all the way. I don't have that spot, but I do have that spot. I do have the cabinets right there on both sides. And then all the way across the top of their storage. The only thing this one's missing that my truck don't have is they didn't do the cabinets the same, I can tell you that. The cabinets actually protrude out and go all the way behind the seat, so it would actually come out to right where I'm looking right now. But it's right there. But there's also curtains that you can take and close that go across there, which they don't have. And then there's curtains that go all the way around the front right here, around the windows, that they also don't have. So it's pretty similar. I don't have that many buttons. I don't know why this has that many buttons. I don't have that many gauges. I have one gauge right there. The air brakes are the same. Cup holders are similar. Not the same, but similar. AC units the same. Pretty much. A little bit newer though in mine. Mine's not a automatic truck, so my park, reverse, neutral, and drive is not on the dash. Mine's a gear stick right there. We don't have that kind of radio. We have a normal radio, which is where the gauges are. Right where that's at is actually technically a computer that we have. My dash looks a lot different. I do have the buttons, but they look different than that. I do have those buttons on the window, but not that many. Yeah, pretty much everything's pretty similar. Alright, let's take off. We're full. That's all the milk from there. So we've got that taken care of now. God, the rain sounds so realistic. And the only reason I know is because it's been raining all day, and I know what the sound of rain sounds like on top of my truck. They nailed that sound. Like, I mean, that's dead on. That's, like, spot on. They couldn't get it any better. Farming Simulator, keep up the good work. Y'all are doing good on this game, and I hope to see more improvements, because there is some stuff that needs changed. There are some glitches still. Like traffic when it pulls out. I'll show you in a minute what traffic does. You need to fix that glitch. There's a glitch with traffic, like right here. See how it stopped? There's no stop sign. Why is it stopping? And you see how it makes its turn and then stops? It shouldn't do that, but it does. Another thing, make it where we can run over the people and they actually fall over and get hurt, instead of just driving through them. That'd be more fun. And then, like, give us, like, some kind of penalty in our money or something to, yeah, you know. Thank you for joining the stream. I seen somebody join there. I kind of wasn't paying attention there, and I didn't back it right, but we'll make it work. Oh, too far forward or back. I hope, whoever's watching, I hope you're having a good morning or night, depending on where you live. And if it's your morning, I hope you have a wonderful day today. The truck needs to crank, it's getting hot. And I do not have the camera on today, and that's because I'm not wearing a shirt, and I don't want y'all having to look at my fat ass self, you know. I'm ugly, I'm not pretty, so if I wouldn't want to look at me, I'm not going to make y'all look at me, you know? That's what you call a close call. Can you go? Okay, if you're not going to go, I'll go. I hate when the camera's sideways when you go back into it. Alright, I'm just going to take... maybe if you're watching, I'm going to take your trailer and your truck, and I'm going to park it over there with the cows and stuff. By the way, pretty good lineup on them trailers. You done good. Kind of weird looking at this and seeing the cows standing perfectly still when they're in the barn. They're moving like crazy. See, alright, so food I can't really do nothing about because I can't figure out a way to take it out. Slurry, it's in the thing. Or no, slurry, I need to get slurry out of here. So I need to buy a slurry tank. Hay, silage, straw, I can't do nothing about any of that, unfortunately. So, let's take and get a slurry tank so that we can get all of that out. Need a pretty decent size one. Oh, we can just buy more of these, it looks like, to use. Oh, that don't show slurry, though. So... what do we want to use? Is there more anywhere? No. What about under trailers or miscellaneous? Not sure who's watching, but welcome to the live. Thank you for joining. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Feel free to chat amongst yourself, and I'll reply. If you're talking to me, I'll reply to you, and yeah. Slurry tanks, here's what we're looking for. 8.2. That holds 5 ton. 5.3 ton. 18. 20. 30,000 liters. You know what? We'll use... Dang it, I don't know. Let's see. 32, 30... We'll just get this. If I can't get my tires I want, we'll get Michelin. Ignore that license plate. I've done that as a joke to mess with my wife the other day. So we don't use that. It was just a joke. We actually don't use tags. I just done that on her pickup truck that I bought her in the game, so. We're actually going to get my truck this time. Oh my gosh, we have too many vehicles. My truck's not yellow, I promise y'all. That isn't a chrome, but because of the sky being cloudy, it looks yellow. Kind of got me for a second there myself, honestly. Yes, I still need to flatten that out a little bit, but it's all good. Realize my lights wasn't on. That was weird. Truck like glitched there for a second. That was a legal overtake. I wonder if we have anything sitting over here at the store. I know we have a few vehicles we use, but those two over there. Doesn't look like my wife knows how to park. I bet she ran that over. She was over here the other day. Don't tell me. Oh, I just wasted my time driving this over here. We'll just leave this parked over here for now. Come back and get it later, or we'll go get a tractor. Dang it. I thought that was a fifth wheel one. They brought the truck over here. Oh, no, that's not a tractor. There's a tractor. We can put this up. We don't need it right now. We'll need it later, though, but not right now. So I should take this and put it back where it goes. Hey, you know what we're going to do, y'all? We're going to go ahead and put everything up that we're not using. Just to clean this stuff up a little bit. I want to look at something. I want to have a place where I can have both my trailers on one spot. Oh, I do put them right here. They both go right here. Duh. Never mind, ignore me. The only thing I hate about this trailer is the back wheels turn. Is there a way to turn that off, I wonder? No, unfortunately there's not a way to lock the tires. I will go ahead and go get the slurry tank just to get that slurry out of there, only because I was already going to do it anyway. And we'll put it into the slurry thing that we have. I need to make me a path right here. Again, Farming Simulator, you see what's happening, right? Fix that shit, I get tired of it. Vehicles should not be making a turn and then stopping in the middle of the roadway. And it's not just this map, it does it on all the maps. Where y'all try and make that claim. It's just the map. It's not just the map, it's all maps. It does it on my wife's map too, on Oak Valley or whatever it's called. It also does it on Silver Run, which is a new one that y'all came out with, part of the Platinum Edition. Otherwise, I love the game. Y'all done great on everything with the rain, the sounds, everything's like spot on. Y'all done great. So that car actually went. I don't understand why it doesn't in certain areas. But yeah, y'all done great. The sound is perfect. The raindrops, everything is like spot on. Your controls, how they work, is pretty neat. It'd be nice if when you look down, you seen your legs or something to make it look more realistic, or you're seeing your hands on the steering wheel. That'd make it even better. But you know, I'm not gonna complain too much about that. It would also be cool if you made it to where when we hook up to a machine where we have to actually get out and come back here and actually attach it. That would make it even cooler. Just some ideas. I'm gonna tell you how to do your job. It's just some ideas. I'm just nitpicky. I like to see more things. But otherwise, y'all have done a great job, so I'm not going to complain too much about it. See, like right there, that car just stops, and it's, I don't know, it does it every time there. Also, give us a mod that we can take and actually turn on like natural disasters like tornadoes, real thunderstorms, wildfires, stuff like that. That would be awesome to have. Y'all have equipment like mods for like putting out wildfires and stuff, but you don't have wildfires. How can we have mods that have to do with stuff like that, but not have the mod itself to cause that kind of stuff? It doesn't make sense. Like flooding, like right here. Make the daggum, I'm sorry if there's a car behind me, but oh well. But make it where the bridge is flooding and everything. Like, make it realistic, come on. Yes, I've got stadium lights for my house, but you'd understand. I have too much property, so everything like kind of blends in together at night, so I kind of had to make it where I could see. Well, I'll show you around the farm here in a little bit. We've probably got some stuff to do here at the farm, actually, believe it or not, but while we're going through here, let's see how full are we over here. See, like there, we got to get all that out of there because right now it can't no more spawn, which it'll spawn more in as I take them out. Yeah, we got too many fruits and vegetables that need pulled out of there. We have special trailers for those. So what I mean, like right here, just for the slurry tank area, can't even get through there. This is what it would look like if I didn't have the lights over there. You know what, I can't see anything, so what we're going to do, we're going to get to a machine that's close to the house. And we're going to sleep the day away. You can't play if you can't see, right? Wouldn't make sense. Still can't see great, but you can actually see compared to what you could earlier. Alright, my truck's making noise, so we're going to save the game. Usually when it makes that beeping noise, it means it's getting ready to shut off if the truck doesn't crank itself up. So we're going to save this just in case. We're going to try and help the truck crank by plugging in the fan. Plus it's hot anyway, so. After we fill the slurry tank, we'll take and save the game again. See, there we go. Now we don't have to worry about it not cranking, because it just cranked. So now the truck won't die. That's why I do that. Hold on, I'll fix that. You can still hear the air in the microphone. Please just let me know. Let's fill this with slurry. Run it over to the slurry tank, and then fill it again. It's so heavy, this machine don't even want to pull it. This is a large tractor, y'all. Should pull this with no issue, shouldn't it? And yes, we have tried leveling and flattening this out. It just does not work. No matter what we try, it just does not work. So that's why we're trying to just gonna level everything out like we did over there. And then look right here, I gotta jump down this just to get down it. And yes, I know I'm gonna have to empty this later, but right now we're mainly working on the barn area and getting all the animals moved. So not a big deal. What we'll do is when we get ready, we'll end up building a new slurry tank over there, and then we'll come over here and get all the slurry out of this one and put it over there. Right now we're working on just moving the barns, so it's not too big of a deal. We still gotta empty the manure piles too. Them took where they need to go. Right, look, we're getting stuck right there. This way y'all get to see how actually rough it really is. We're gonna go this way and see what it looks like real quick. It's just as bad. May use that as a way to come back and forth though. Yeah, the reason the barn is open is because we don't have any animals in here no more. We've already emptied this one of the animals. I think we're going to finish this barn up. And then I think I'm going to get off and try to go to sleep. I'm actually finally starting to feel tired again. I might actually be able to get some sleep. Only one way to find out, and that's to try, right? But yeah, these slurry tanks and stuff, this is my first time actually using all this. So I'm still learning about all this. So y'all are actually learning with me as I learn. Welcome to the stream, whoever just joined. Alright, that's the last of that. So that's another thing done on this. We're one step closer to tearing that barn down. Move it to another section. Because we're going to need this for the other barn, we're just going to park this over here. What the fuck was that? That was kind of scary. I know I wasn't the only one to see that. It's not like we really use this barn anyway. So I'm just going to park this here. Get out. Go see what else we need to do for this. What I'm hoping happens is when I delete this barn is that all of this stuff here stays here so that I can actually scoop it up. I highly doubt it, but I'm hoping that that ends up being the case. Like, we have a lot of mineral feed here still. Anything else we need to get out of here? We got hay, silage, and straw, which we just got out of here. Mineral feed, obviously. And of course there's, because of the mineral feed that makes food. So yeah, that's everything. So let's go ahead and delete this. Sorry guys. We're gonna sell this. 352,000. Better than nothing. So just like I figured, it was gonna delete everything, which is fine. Not a big deal. That completes that one. Now we just gotta get all 1,000 it, which we can go. I guess we can go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and go over here and look and see where we want to put it. Where would I want to put the cows? Honestly, I think I want the cows over here on this end. Forgot about all these wood chips been here. So you know what, actually? Let's move all these machines out of the way. We'll make sure this is leveled out before we do anything, because there is some off-level areas. And then we'll put the cows on this section. We'll just move this over here on the pavement, just like everything else. Normally, I would just sell equipment like this that I'm no longer using. But I'll show you on the map here in a few minutes. There's actually a area of nothing but woods, of trees. There's actually a sawmill on that land. I want to buy that land later and actually start a sawmill, pretty much. My own sawmill there. Cut down all the trees, sell them, and replant them and stuff, and just do that over and over again and start taking stuff to the furniture store, you know? So, what's the point in selling everything if I plan to use it? And, you know, I'm going to leave this up here because we're actually not done with this up here. What I will do, though, if I can get it to work right. I hate the steering on this thing, it sucks. We will put this over here out of the way. Sit it right here. Alright, that's her truck. See, this is her truck. I'll let you show you. I don't know why it spawns through the wall. You'd think the tag would be right there, but for some reason it's over here. But yeah, I made her tag say pussy just to mess with her. Oh, okay, so now at least we know where this is at. This is in Great Britain, apparently. Okay, cool. So now everybody knows. There we go. See, there's some unlevel areas that we're going to fix. Don't know if this will work. We're going to try it just to see. Oh, it won't work. Okay, we'll just have to grab the tractor and bring it over here. Tell my wife is the last one in that. That's all wood chips over there we got to take and sell, but we ain't messed with them yet. And yes, we have tracks on our trucks, but that's because, well, you should see the land we've been dealing with lately. We've been driving it up there, which makes it a lot easier. So if you're driving it up that with these tracks, I can actually climb that back wall right there. See, watch, I'll show y'all. Not easy, but it does climb it, believe it or not. See? And then say I'm in a hole. If I get the tracks just right, I can climb just right out of it. So, now that hole, I'm not even going to try. But like any of these small holes, kind of like this one here, that way you get stuck, we just take and get it at a certain angle. And then, usually just climb right up out of it, usually. Like that. Just have to work it out of it. So that's why we decided to have the tracks. But yeah, so that's why we have tracks. I don't think this is going to work, but I have picked up some weird things with this, so it's worth trying. Yeah, it's not going to work, but what we might try and do... And yes, I'm aware it's damaging my thing, but it'll be alright. We're just trying to move it out of the way. All it is a stump grinder anyway. It's not like I'm going to use it that much. It's fine. Alright, so let's spend a lot of money. Construction. Landscaping. Level. Alright. Not sure who just joined the stream, but welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Or morning, or night, depending on where you're at. Feel free to chat. I am reading chat, so I will be able to respond to you. I'm not going to be on much longer, but we still will be on for a little bit. Yeah, if anybody else plays this game and you decide to level out your property like I'm doing, make sure you don't have wood chips or any kind of grain or anything like that in the area. Make sure it's not a field that you're currently growing and doing crops with, because if it is, it will not work good for you. It will actually kill your crops and delete your wood chips and stuff. Luckily, it doesn't do it to machines, though. But as you can see, look how quick the money goes down. That is the reason that we're taking and cheating for money. But like I said, when we get done, we're going to go back to normal with our money. I've got it wrote down how much we have. Like I said, I think it's like 12,300,000 something. So we're only doing it to be able to do what I'm doing right now, and that's flattening out the land. So now what I want to do is look at this and see how it came out. Looking at it, doesn't look level. It could be my eyes playing tricks on me. Obviously, that's not level. But it does look like we leveled most of this out. We've still got to level this through here. But let's go ahead and do that now. That looks like the rest of this. Match, we have to shrink down the size of the bubble here. As you can see, for some reason, right here, Yeah, so that's how off the level this place is. Even just doing this part, I'm going to be off level on the edges, but we can make that work. We'll figure something out with that later on. It's not a big deal right now. What we're mainly working on is the actual field itself, which looks pretty good now. Now, all this should be level for sure now. Alright, so let's rebuild the new cow barn. Animals, cows, and we want the large one with the feeding robot. That way we have less work to do. Alright, so there's that one. Let's go see how it looks with everything now. Did it mess up the ground? Is it perfect? Only one way to find out, and that's to go check it out. See, the other one, remember, it was very off level in areas. So far, this is very level. I think the reason it looks unlevel is because the colors of the grass change. Yeah, you see how this is very level now? There's nothing wrong with it. Look at that. How perfect is that? You see right here would have a ramp we had to go up because it was so bad. Now we just need to put all our stuff in here again to get it started. Bring all our animals over here, put them back in here. So yeah. So weird having it all flat and perfect now. So, I guess that will be it for tonight. We got all this straightened up. We got all the vehicles straightened up there. Over here, do we have all the vehicles straightened up over here? Or is it a mess over here still? I'd like to keep it at least somewhat clean. Alright, that looks pretty decent. So our next step will be working on this barn. But first, before we do that, we got to get the other barn up and working again so we can get the animals out of the trailers so that we can replace those animals with these animals. So that is our next step. So next step is going to be tomorrow. We'll work on getting we'll work on getting hay and everything over to the other field, or that other barn, get it filled up with everything we need, and then go from there. And once we get all that barn done, we'll start on that next barn there. So there y'all go. Y'all know the next step, and I will see y'all tomorrow to finish part 2 of working on this. Y'all have a great night, and I hope to see y'all tomorrow. Thank you. Oh, another thing before I let you go, because I'm sure y'all just seen what I've done. When you go to get off the game, make sure when you do it that you exit, like you hit the start options menu, whatever you want to call it. It comes up. If it automatically saves, don't trust that. I've trusted that so much, and then come in the game the next day or later on that day, and end up finding that I'm like hours back into the game where apparently even though it said it saved, it didn't save. So when you get in here, even though it says it saved it, always go down to the options, like, because you don't always have the option down at the bottom there that says save game. Go down until you see the word save game, and then hit the button for the save game, and save it one more time just to be on the safe side. Because like I said, it doesn't always save the game for you, even though it says it did. But that will be it. I will see y'all tomorrow, probably around... Let me think. Let's see. I'm about 6 hours away. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 p.m. I don't know what time zone this is. We have 4 time zones. I'm not good at keeping up with them. But let's just say 1 or 2 p.m. Nebraska time. I will be back on the game. So I will see y'all tomorrow around that time. And I look forward to hanging out with y'all. Thank you for stopping by. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day or night, depending on where you're at. And remember, like everybody says, let your haters be your motivators and live your life one day at a time.